All right, today we're going to dive into something really special, Surah Al-Kawthar. Now, this is the shortest chapter in the entire Quran, just 3 verses long. It's so easy to just, read it and move on. But oh man, packed inside these few lines are layers of meaning, divine comfort, an incredible promise, and a huge lesson on what a real legacy looks like. So let's unpack it together.
And there you have it. That's the whole thing. 3 short, super powerful lines. I mean, at first glance, it looks pretty straightforward, right? But trust me, every single word here is just loaded with history and context. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to break this down verse by powerful verse and really get to the heart of what's being said.
So what's the story behind this chapter? How did it even come to be? Well, you might be thinking it was revealed during some big, dramatic moment, maybe a major crisis or a powerful sermon. But actually, no. The story behind it's just so beautiful and quiet. It's really special.
Okay, so picture this. The Prophet Muhammad is just sitting with his companions in the mosque. Totally normal day. He kind of dozes off for just a moment, and then he lifts his head and he's smiling. Just this gentle smile on his face. And of course, his companions see this and they're like, "What has made you smile, O Messenger of God?" They're curious. And he tells them, "A surah has just been revealed to me." And then he recites Surah Al-Kawthar. Isn't that amazing? It all starts with a smile. Okay, so just a quick bit of context here that's super important. You'll often hear chapters of the Quran called either Makki or Medani. Now, this isn't about where they were revealed, like in Mecca or Medina. It's about when. Makki means it came down before the Hijrah, the migration. And this is key because it puts Surah Al-Kawthar right in the middle of the earliest, toughest years of the Prophet's mission in Mecca. We're talking about a time of intense, hardcore opposition.
All right, let's dive into that very first verse. It starts with this absolutely incredible promise, this gift. Indeed, we have granted you Al-Kawthar. So, the big question is, what is Al-Kawthar?
So the word itself, Al-Kawthar, it literally means abundant good. Just tons of goodness. And while it can mean a lot of things, its main, number one meaning, the one the Prophet himself explained, is a magnificent, incredible river in paradise.
And listen to the descriptions of this river. They are just breathtaking. We're told it's whiter than milk, sweeter than honey, and smells more beautiful than musk. The cups you can drink from are as numerous as the stars in the sky. And get this is the very river that flows into the Prophet's fount, the place where his followers hope to drink on the Day of Judgment. Just wow!
And this isn't just an idea. We had the Prophet's own words, his own account from when he ascended to the heavens. He said he came to a river and its banks were like tents made of hollowed-out pearls. He literally put his hand in the water and said it was the most fragrant musk. I mean, that just takes it from some abstract concept and makes it a real, powerful personal testimony, doesn't it?
But as incredible as that river is, the idea of Al-Kawthar, this abundant good, is even bigger. It's not just the river. It's like an umbrella term for all the amazing blessings and honors that God gave to the Prophet, not just in the next life, but in this one too.
So what are we talking about here? Well, this abundant good includes things like his universal prophethood, a message for all of humanity. It means he would have the largest community of followers of any prophet ever. And it also refers to these unique honors in the hereafter, like being given the great intercession for humanity, and achieving the praiseworthy station, which is this incredible position of honor. That's the scale we're talking about when we say Al-Kawthar.
Okay, so God gives you this immense, almost cosmic gift of abundant good. What do? What's the right response to that? Well, the very next verse gives us the answer. It's an instruction, and it's all about gratitude.
It lays out 2 really specific things to do. First, pray to your Lord. And this means all of your prayers, the required daily ones, the extra voluntary ones, all of them have to be dedicated sincerely, purely to God and God alone. And second, sacrifice. This is about things like the sacrifice on Eid al-Adha, offered purely for God's sake, as a way of saying, I know all these blessings come from you.
And we're not just talking about some small symbolic gesture here. To show just how deep this gratitude should be, the Prophet himself, during his final pilgrimage, sacrificed 100 camels. 100! That was a physical, massive demonstration of his thankfulness for the abundant good that God had granted him.
And that brings us to the final verse. And this one is a knockout punch. It's a direct, divine clapback to the people who are mocking the Prophet, taunting him during those really, really difficult early years in Mecca.
Now, to really feel the power of this verse, you have to understand one word, al-Abtar.
See, back in that time and place, a man's legacy, his entire lineage, was carried on through his sons. So to not have a male heir meant you were cut off. Your name would be forgotten. So when the prophet's infant son tragically passed away, his enemies used this word against him. They called him Abtar. It was a vicious, cruel taunt, basically saying you have no future. Your legacy ends with you.
And here's where God flips the entire script. The mockers say Muhammad is cut off. The Quran comes back and says, no, your hater is the one who is cut off. It's this incredible reversal. They thought his legacy would vanish because he didn't have a surviving son. But God makes it crystal clear. The one who is truly cut off from all good, the one who will be forgotten, the one without a real legacy, is the person who hates you. It's a total and complete takedown of their insult.
So the real takeaway here is, well, it's profound. The Quran completely redefines what it means to be cut off. It's got nothing to do with your family tree or your status in the world. The person who is truly, fundamentally severed from all goodness is the one who lets their heart be filled with hatred for the prophet and his message.
So if we boil it all down, what should we take away from these 3 little verses? Well, first, huge divine gifts require deep, sincere gratitude. Second, a true legacy isn't about who your kids are, it's about the goodness and guidance you leave behind. Third, it's a powerful reminder that God always has his messengers' backs. And finally, the most crucial point, hate doesn't hurt its target nearly as much as it hurts the hater. It cuts you off from everything good.
And this is really where it all comes together for us, on a personal level. That amazing river of Kawthar we talked about, it's not just a free ticket, there's a condition. The way to get a drink from that fountain in the next life is by following the prophet's path and his guidance in this one.
So in the end, we're left with this really powerful, timeless contrast, right? On one side, you have a legacy of abundant, endless good, and on the other, you have this temporary, spiteful hatred that ultimately just isolates itself and withers away. And that leaves us with a big question to think about. Where do we see that exact same pattern playing out in the world around us today?